A live look at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Utah Utes and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Georgia Tech making some noise in college football last season, going 9-4. This team was strong in the ACC at 6-2 overall. Brent Key looking to keep that consistency and continuity heading into 2026. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Utes will kick off first, and here we go. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Run inside. It's Hosley. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll ride the hot hand. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Hosley. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Mendoza. Complete. Made a defender miss. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And those plays are never going to be on the highlight tapes. But, man, you love a QB that on 3rd down can understand spacing, can understand how to check the football down, let their running back do the rest, get the 1st down, move the sticks, so then you can make the big play later on in this drive.
Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Handoff to the single back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Makes the catch. It's Allen. Oh, got enough space. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. A great catch and run for 6.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you can tell, he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Dampier. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Utes will have it 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Parker. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
On target to the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice gain by the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. The Utes are facing 3rd and inches. A quick completion to the left. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. That is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Hosley. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Reads it, fires complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Just keeps swinging it. Looking to scramble. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
See, not all linebackers are just big meatheads, right? That come downhill and hit you in the mouth. What a good job of understanding. It's a passing situation. I drop back. I see it. I break on the football in zone coverage. Give me that rock.
So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Dampier. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you weren't able to get anything running the football there in the first play. You get a TFL, so now you go to the screen and give it back to your running back and let him make something happen in the passing game. There's a lot of different ways you can sprinkle these backs the football, and that was a good idea there on 2nd down by the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, and in 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job playing the pass, and 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
And the Utes will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lost one down the sideline. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Got his man in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. He goes right back to the air. Right on the money. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Has it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two.
Touchdown! Georgia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They are in serious need of putting together a scoring drive right here, down 14-0. right down the middle. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Just a little off. Incomplete. Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Addison. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
They'll try to get it through the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory.
Ready. Win.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution.
Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Hey, sometimes your quarterback's getting flustered and running all over the place, and that's the reason your offense isn't successful. Not that time. He had plenty of time to throw. Now let's see if we can get some execution out of him moving forward.
They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. Some 3rd down conversions tougher tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Looking to the big tight end. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Hosley. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Looking to throw for it. Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab in their space. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And now on second down for this offense. They give it to him again. Running into the open. Might have a chance. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make them earn it now on the next down.
And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Going long. Upstairs, he's got it. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
After starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads it left. He's got it. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard, and now they come up with an explosive play.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Handoff to the lone back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Mendoza. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go right back downfield. Throwing right. On target over the middle. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a 1st down.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Right on target this time. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with Florida Atlantic taking on the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the Owls, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Here's Wayshawn one more time, and they're able to get him on the ground.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Quickly to the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second.
Here's a little room there. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Parker. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make.
Touchdown, Utah! What a catch in the end zone for 6. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. So an 82-yard drive there. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to... Snags it, and he's open. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. He's going for the big play. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Tight end getting vertical. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking them.
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Looking to throw again. The sure hands, it's Hosley. Turning it on. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space. Looking
to the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Bringing the heat. And his throw is incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Dampier. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Utes look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And some room to work. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
To the air on second down. Here comes the heat. Complete in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally...
Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And here he comes out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air, it's Mendoza. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield.
Well, if you're a fan watching this offense, you have got to love what you're seeing from your new quarterback. They knew going to the portal was going to be a major deal for them coming into this season. They found a really good one. Already over 300 yards passing in this game. And guys, if he can keep this up and he can stay consistent, this offense goes to the next level, and who knows what they're capable of come end of season.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. The run inside. It's Hosley. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The short hands, it's Parker. There he goes. Touchdown, Utah! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that come with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Scored it into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And back to the air on second down. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they can make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the... And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
It's complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Looking deep down the right side. It's caught. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
The Utes will hustle to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the Utes are moving quickly down the field.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly. There was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So now it's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the left. Worked his way ahead for a pickup of about 6 yards on the play. Clock stopped. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Might be changing the route. Might as well stick with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Parker. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Throws for the tight end. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Running inside. It's Hosley. There's a crease. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it.